Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everybody can hear me. Thanks for joining me today. This is part 5 of the TT-02 Type-SRX build, and I've obviously finished building it last time. But of course, I want to give my build review of this, and it's not going to be too kind. And there are some things that I definitely want to install on this, and then I have the parts right here. And of course we have the brushless motor that I finally soldered yesterday. I was also going to do the body reveal, but unfortunately I didn't finish it. I only got to, I would say like a third of the decals. There's like 70 something decals. I only got into the 20s. So we'll have to push that back to tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, there's a lot of things I might have to push to tomorrow. I just realized how much we have to do today. That may have to push everything, some more things to tomorrow. If you guys can, I'm just gonna check the volume real quick, okay? Want to make sure you guys can hear me. I don't see anybody in the chat yet. Great. I can hear myself now. Okay. Okay. If you're in the chat, say hi. I'd love to know where you're watching from. I know I have a couple regulars I'd like to say hi to if you're there. Hey, all right, Leica, how are you doing? How's life on the East Coast? Isn't there supposed to be like a storm or snow something in the southeast or something like that? I remember seeing something. It's warm here today. It's 86 degrees here in Southern California. Sergio, if you're there, say hi. So anyway, so today I want to make sure I get to the hop-ups. I want to install the motor, and then I will, at the very minimum, introduce setting up this kit. Hey Sergio, good morning. I may not be able to put this onto the setup stand today and tune everything. I have a hard stop in 2 hours, 11 o'clock today, unfortunately. And I know just talking about the car and everything is going to take a little while. So we'll get to that tomorrow if I don't get to today. But at least I want to introduce setup sheets and things like that we can talk about. And then, it was raining pretty hard earlier one day. All right. That's cool. You get to drive it tomorrow, huh? So I did get a package. Oh, it's too big. Anyway, it came in this brown box. I ordered a TT-02 clone from eBay. It wasn't terribly expensive. It was $117 free shipping, something like that. So 120 bucks. And it was all mostly aluminum bits. It was a lot of stuff. I looked through it, and it looks okay, at least in the pictures. And I think it's just a aluminum upgraded base TT-02. There is a racing aluminum kit that is like $200 something, and I think those parts are more trying to replicate the TT-02 RR. So this is just a base TT-02. I haven't opened it yet. I want to open it with you guys. If I have time, I'm going to take it apart and see if I can put some of those parts onto a real TT-02 and see if they actually fit. I want to make sure that, because it's pretty good value. You can basically get a whole new TT-02 in aluminum for 120 bucks. If nothing else, you can just buy that and then move the parts you want over to your TT-02. But we'll look at that tomorrow. But anyway, let's get started. So we built this thing together, and we built it on the stream together. and I want to just give it my thoughts. So this is, I think, the 7th TT-02 I've built. I've built regular TT-02s, RR, the truck, the buggy, and they're pretty much all the same from like here to here. And in terms of value, I just don't see it here. This is a $250 kit, and pretty much all you're getting is the steering right here. You have a different setup in terms of steering from a standard TT-02. You have some, gratuitous aluminum bits to make it look pretty, and you have the adjustable suspension arms in the back. And that's pretty much. Oh, and these dog bone cuffs to kind of hold on to the propeller cups a little bit better. But that's pretty much it. So for $250, I'm not sure if I would buy this one, to be honest. I was disappointed, and it's not that I don't think what does come with it is not good. I just think it's lacking several things that I would have expected, and I wouldn't have mind even paying a little bit more for some of these things. For example, I wouldn't have mind maybe paying like $280 if these parts came with it. The aluminum motor mount. I mean, this piece is, I don't know, $15. I bought it for $19.50, but it's like $15. How much could it possibly cost them? It doesn't have aluminum shocks, and I mean that's okay because the Tamiya aluminum shocks are very expensive. So I guess it's okay, but I don't like these. We're swapping these out, and I'm also disappointed that the steering, even though it is the bottom up steering, it's not aluminum. It's good, but it's not the best. So those are the things that I think should have been and could have been and should have been aluminum, if nothing else. So again, I wouldn't have mind paying a little bit more, $260, $280, just to get some of these parts already in there. The steering and the aluminum. And yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. I wouldn't tell you to go out and run out and get this. I really wouldn't. It's a pretty cool car. I'd probably end up racing this. If you're into racing, there isn't a better, I mean, in terms of TT-02s. If you're into racing TT-02s, I don't think they make a better one than this. You would have to build one from scratch with all the stuff that you want. So if you're just starting out in RC and you're looking at TT-02, I wouldn't buy this one. This is not the one. Arms and stuff variable in touring cars like short course tracks. You don't want them because it will destroy. Well, I guess that depends on how good a driver you are. Like if you can stay on the track, I guess there's some advantages to having very, very stiff lower arms. And that's why these are kind of this harder plastic than the standard TT-02. Oh, another thing. This should have came with the stiff chassis tub, like the TT-02 RR. I mean, why not? The blue one. Yeah. Yeah, so that's why it is, I mean, everything, the less wobble you have in anything, the better. They do make a upper deck that stretches from here to here. It's a aftermarket part that I saw. It's fiberglass, carbon fiber, and stiffen the chassis even more. So yeah, I think if you did have aluminum, it wouldn't hurt it. I know one of our somebody that watches the stream has one that's pretty much all aluminum. His YouTube channel's on my community page. I think it's Big Gas RC. So anyway, let's not waste any more time. I'm going to start installing these things. Finally got around to soldering, and I didn't do a good job, obviously. I'm not that good at a soldering. Seems like I have a lot less lag today. So what are we using? We're using the 29. So we have to swap out a few things. And we'll talk about the gear ratio after I install everything. I am taking this to its lowest gear ratio without buying non-Tamiya parts. So this is a Tamiya 06 mod pinion, 29 tooth, and this is the 64 tooth spur gear. And if you have a standard TT-02 and you wanted to change spur gears to something like this, you have to buy the high-speed gear set. That came with this kit. Thank goodness it did. So if you wanted the aluminum motor mount, it is 54558. And the spur gear is 51356. What do I have over here? And this is the pinion 54229. So those are the three parts that I'm going to be upgrading today. I looked at the aluminum version of this steering. It's like 42 if I remember correctly. I mean, I'm disappointed. That's all I can say. And these are Racing QUTUS. QUTUS stands for Quick Adjust. And these are pretty neat. I have links below in the description to its unboxing and its assembly and place you can buy it. These are $45, but I've always liked the Racing dampers. I had a set of shock gear on the RR, and I would love to put another set of RR, but I already had these and I didn't want to spend any more money on buying another set. So these are definitely better than the shock gear in terms of function, but I just like the simplicity. You know, they're just good shocks. I mean, these shocks right here, you have to use these spacers to make height adjustments. I mean, I can't tell you how disappointed I am. So anyway, we're doing a 29. So let's see, how do I do this? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So it should be this one. So it should be the 24. We'll see how it goes. I haven't done this in a while. So let's try it. How's everybody doing, by the way? Everybody have a good week? Anybody doing anything fun after this? In the afternoon, anybody going to the track, going to the hobby store? I know I ask that every week. I did go to the I went to Pegasus, Sergio, yesterday, because that's how late I started building the body. I started cutting it I started cutting out the body yesterday at like, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And I didn't finish it until almost 11. I'm really slow at cutting. And so by the time I finished, I went to get some paint. And I looked in my drawer, and I have like 4 little containers of paint, probably like 20, 30 bottles, and I realized I didn't have white. Not just pearl white, I didn't have any white, and I was surprised. So I quickly drove to, I don't wonder if I need this or not. I don't need this. I quickly drove to Pegasus, and I got a couple cans, came here, and I just pretty much went straight to the garage or to the backyard and started painting. And I didn't get done painting until, say like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And I didn't start the decals until after dinner, so that was after 6:30 or something like that. And I barely got not even half, a quarter of the decals done. It's kind of crazy how many decals there are. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to go with this hole. Did you build any puzzles during the week, Sergio? You're always constantly building one? Or building cars? Build any kits this week? Put anything together? And like, where are you going to drive the UDR? If it's going to rain today, isn't it going to be muddy? I have all these questions. I have to take some of these things. Oh, this is... Forgot this kit is... Oh, nice. UDR is the big orange one, right? It's like white and orange. Traxxas. That's how much I know about 5th scale and Traxxas. Or anything that's not on-road, actually. Don't really pay attention that much. It's the giant slash. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I live in the suburbs. I don't have any like open spaces here. And even in Southern California, there isn't that many. Unless you live in like Inland Empire, like deep in the desert, there isn't much place you can drive a UDR, I don't think. I'm gonna have to probably take that apart as well. So let's see. So this is the 29-2 pinion gear. That doesn't have a grip screw. Or did it? And I didn't see it. It did. Thank goodness. I'm sure I have extra, I just don't want to go look for them. And Tamiya knows you're going to lose them, so they gave him 3. Gave you 3. It's very considerate of them. I have no idea if this is going to be the correct gear mesh position. We'll find out. Ran into why I've started to enjoy on-road more since I also live in some. Yeah, it's just... I do have a track, but... You know, I know the UDR is not a track car. You want to just go wild with that thing. Yeah, to further disassemble this. And this is why I don't know if we can get to the setup today. By the way, I've already lost that O-ring, the rubber O-ring here, twice. I found it once. I'm not sure if I'll find it again this time, because I don't know. As soon as I yank this out, it flies somewhere. I have no idea where it went. So let's see. I'm just gonna pull this one out too. The reason why I went on-road is because I'm just terrible at doing jumps. I don't know how many cars I've broken. Just, you know, landing funny or hitting a wall or something. So many times. So I got tired of buying arms. Okay. You know what? I'll just stand up. Otherwise, makes for terrible television. I think the gentlemen that are watching the stream right now are pretty proficient in maintaining their cars. But if you are new to RC and you just happen to be watching this stream and you don't know too much about your car, don't be afraid to take it apart. You can video record yourself disassembling it. You can take pictures along the way, but there's... I think if you take it apart is the way you're going to ever learn about your car. So don't be afraid to take it apart. What's the worst that can happen? You'd have to watch a video like this one to put it back together. It's not terrible. I hope I didn't lose that pin. No, I didn't lose it. They don't make them anymore. Like, they don't make the SR anymore. They don't make the RR anymore. I kind of like the RR. It's not as I think the RR, to be honest, I think the RR is meant for speed run. I mean, just going fast in general, and this car is for the track. So, if you want to say budget friendly, technically, compared to like, you know, the X-Rays and Mugans of the world, this is a budget car. It's just that the value of, in my opinion, is not there. But, you know, but I don't think you can go wrong with this car, or even starting with the base TT-02. Just any one, but I would pick the GT body. I wouldn't pick a passenger car body. That's for sure. And this is why you need the high-speed gear set. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do this. Hey, Kazadon, how are you doing? You're the young person that the dad had is into airplanes. Am I correct? Did I remember that correctly? I'm glad we have some regulars and I can, you know, see how you guys are doing every week. That's awesome. And so like that would be kind of my answer. But if you're not racing, actually, just budget friendly, then just pick the least expensive TT-02 that has a GT body. If you start with a GT body, then you don't have to buy another one later. If you start with a passenger car body, you know, you're going to have to change it out later if you want to race it. I love the R34, but I know that's not a that's a drift car. That's not much of a race body. So I am changing out the spur gear and the pinion to lower the gear ratio to in the 7s. I have a calculator we can look at in a second. Actually, you know what? I have it right here. Let's see. So this website is tqrcracing.com, and I believe I have a link already. So this website tells you what your FDR is going to be, and I know the internal is 2.6. That's just from it's in the back of the manual, and I've just been building enough TT-02s to know. Spur gear is 64, and the pinion is 29. My FDR is going to be 5.738. So if you want to check out what you're doing, I think the kit came with 68 and 27, I think. And that was 6 points. So I'm lowering it at least 1 point in terms of gear ratio. And if we want to add the tire diameter in there as well, I'm going to be using 62mm tires. Let's see, 64, 29. So rollout is 88.26. So these are all numbers that will mean something when you're racing or trying to go as fast as you can. So we'll talk about those in setup. But that's something, that website resource is there. And actually, let me go back to that. Oops. Let me go back to this. There is a setup, and you can see other people's setup here. And this is the gentleman that I was looking at. And I'll post mine here later on after I've set it up. So I think I was looking at this one. So Galaxy Hobbies, my track is also pretty technical. So this is a Type S, as close as I'm going to get. Traction level, mine is closer to medium than low. But, you know, this is 5 years ago. So this is all his setup information, and I'll show you some other resources later on. But anyway. Thought about getting the Ford Mustang GT4. Yeah, that's fine. I've raced the GT4. I lost to it. But that's more of a driver thing. It looks nice, the gray one, right? It looks really nice on the track. It looks really cool. I like that one as well. But I'm a Mopar guy, so I'm not going to drive a Ford. Mopar or no car. That's had a Challenger before the Jeep. And I think I'll stick with Dodge for a while. Until it breaks down on the road or something. I don't know. I think the JIS screws are not hex. Oh, they're definitely not hex. And technically, you have to buy GIS bits for your, or you can buy this. Oh, it comes with, I'm sorry. They sell a titanium screw set kit that are hex. So you can look for that, TT-02 titanium. I think it was on Amazon. And then you can switch them all out. You can just build from there. Okay, what was I doing? Okay, the pin goes in this way. Uh-oh, what did I do wrong? Why is this not fitting? This is the Tamiya part. Oh, there's a different hole. Wait. Why is this not working? I promise you I have done this before. Why is this not? Or does it matter? Maybe it doesn't matter. I think I have the right one. I'm pretty sure I have the right one. But I guess, no, it'll wobble. It will definitely wobble. Huh. If this isn't locked in, this will wobble. Chat, did I forget something? What am I doing wrong? Yeah, it may be that company, maybe not. I'm not sure which one it is. Dude, this is going to fly off. Huh. Why is this not working? Did I get the wrong one? I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think the one that I'm talking about is from Tamiya. It's an aftermarket one. Now it's like, when I'm trying to push it out, it's locked in there. Crazy. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, this is incredible. Anyway, well, I guess I'll just throw this back in and then we'll figure that out another time. Did I put the wrong screws back in here? Or did I strip the screws? I think I'm imagining things. Did I put the wrong screws in here? I don't think I did. That's crazy. Anyway, well. Yeah, let me look at the manual real quick. Thanks, Sergio. Let's see. That was the beginning. I mean, we built this live. Yeah, the 4 screws. Oh, it's the other side. My bad. My bad. Ay, ay, ay. Thank you, Sergio. I messed up. I wasn't paying attention when I was taking it apart. That's my fault. What would I do without you guys? I think this afternoon I'm going to go to one of the hobby stores. Does anybody have a Gen 6 battery? Anybody have that brand? Because Oh, how do you like the Gen 6 batteries? Do you have the smart ones, the ones where you can push a button on the battery and it'll tell you how much charge it still has? Do you have that one? I've never had a Gen 6, and I want to try. I want to try the Elite. I think it's called Elite, the red and black one. Not yet. Okay. The reason I say that, I ask, because I want to change the... When we're done, after we're done, I actually want to change to the 4mm bullets and drop some weight and kind of rearrange the electronics. And the way I can do that is to go with a shorty battery. The ones that would only go to right about here. I mean, I would drop quite a few grams in weight. I can move the ESC here if I wanted to, but I can still keep it here. But, you know, just for weight distribution, we'll see. And then I can get a lot more juice out of this. This is 30C. I can get 130C batteries if I switch to the shorty packs. I run Z generally because they're cheap versus most of the battery brands I see. Yeah, for sure. No, cost is definitely a factor. I think any hobby. Oh, yes. Yeah, for sure. ProTech. The only reason I don't want to get ProTech is there is another TCS approved battery, the round kind of stick pack like this from ProTech. I've had two of them. And both of them, one of them have expanded probably twice the size as it is. And the other one just became kind of bulgy. And I don't use either one of them anymore. So I've had, you can say, bad experience with ProTech batteries. Could be user error. Could be it's just a little bit more sensitive. But I've had this for, I don't know how many, probably a year by now. And I haven't had any trouble with it. For sure. I like, the brand that I really like is Much More. I used to see those guys with them, Sergio, at OCRC. OCRC used to carry Much More, and I see a lot of guys, and I have one. I have a Much More, but it's a little bit older. When I raced two-wheel drive buggy back in the day, well, this is like 5 years ago already, I used this battery, and I love this battery. And, you know, it's 5 years old now, so it's not puffy or anything, but I still want another one. So that's why I was looking at the Gen 6 or other brands. For the UDR, bought Traxxas ones, $12. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think the first thing you should do with the Slash is to cut off the connector and change it to something else. That's usually the first thing you should do. Sergio, do you like ProTech? I don't mind them. I have ProTech other things. ProTech servos are a great value, I think. I haven't tried the Eco Power line, but the it's either 140T or 150T. They're like $50. Those are great servos, like just an entry level servo. If you don't want to get those Amazon red ones from China, that's a great servo. Cool. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think this one, this is the Power Hobby R12. This is probably the best servo you can get for that price. It's $50-something. I have a secret for you guys. A secret tip. and it's probably like a poorly kept secret. But the drift guys have a lot of good stuff. The drift guys actually have the best stuff. And if you ever needed like a servo or dampers or even ESCs, even electronics, pretty much all the electronics and anything tunable like dampers, check out the drift versions of you know what they have. Like technically, these are drift spec. I don't know if you can see that decal. These are drift spec. They just have really good stuff. This servo's technically a drift servo. If you wanted a programmable drift servo, you know, they have plenty of those. If you wanted to change the, you'd get a little bit more serious about racing, you want to change the profiles, you can do that. I've had one of those servos. I enjoyed it. I think these are all the same, so I don't think it's going to matter. Hey, if I'm forgetting something, please scream out, so I don't have to disassemble and reassemble. Remember, I only have 2 hours today. But I really enjoyed like spending 3 hours with you guys last week and then finishing the kit. I think that's what I like to do the most, is just like building kits on stream. That's the third one. Okay, I'm gonna have to stand up again. Here's the stand. Tekken has some serious servos that can be programmed. Yeah. I have to say I've never owned anything Tekken. Seems like another cool brand. Hey, Sergio, I mean, not Sergio, like if you get the Mustang, I can get another kit, just a standard TT-02 kit, and I can build it with you on stream. That'd be kind of fun. That'd be kind of neat, I think. I don't know if we want to do that or not. I need another TT-02. I have, let's see. The problem is I have plans for all of these. Yeah, I have another like standard TT-02, an old one. But I have plans for it already, so there's some things I want to experiment with, and I need a whole new set. And there's that Celica. Have you seen that Celica? I joined your Discord. I haven't used my Discord. I set everything up. I set everything up just to have them, but I, you know, I'm not active, obviously. There are no communities or anything. So if you wanted to catch up with me on Discord, there is a Discord server called RC World, and there's a channel dedicated to the TT-02. I'm pretty active in that one. I haven't had time to set up my Discord. I think for me, in terms of building my presence, I think it's going to be the website first, and then, you know, we'll build everything from there. the stream was kind of the one of the first pieces, and you know, now it's kind of I've established more or less a schedule for it. So the next would be the website, because just like today, I wanted to share the setup sheets, and I have them in the description, but they're blank. So I needed a place to kind of upload my stuff. Just some files, some references, you know, so it's just a website that you can search on and look for articles and stuff. So I'm working on that. Hopefully get it before the end of the year. I built websites for 15 years. I would say 25, because I never really stopped. I sold my company 10 years ago, but I pretty much just kept doing it on the side. And I've built other people's websites for a very long time. And but when you come to build your own, it's different. And I was building e-commerce websites. I was building a website that sells stuff. And this is going to be more of a blog style. So it's either going to be a blog style website or a tube website, where I would just feature all my videos. But I think I prefer a blog format. The tube website would be easier, because I just have to buy the plugin and feed all my channel videos in there. But I want to be able to write articles and you know, share some things with you guys. Yeah, the Celica looks really cool. Oh, you did? Awesome. Hey, that's cool, man. That's cool. Did you notice, Sergio? Did you notice that the body lines are painted? And I'll show you what I mean. I don't have a body here. Where's the? Oh, it's right here. If you look at the photo, and I did, and I was like, how come this looks a little bit different? So it's the white one, right? So all of these, I don't know if you can see that line. So all these body crease lines is painted black, just like the drift guys do. It's very dramatic. It's very cool. Actually, I think they used to do that back in the day. But man, that looks really cool, and I want to paint it like that, but I don't know if I have the skill. I have the paint, I just don't know if I have the skill. Oops. I'll get that. During some drama I got dragged into, they never unbanned me. Oh. Okay. I'll ask Commander. I don't know. I don't know what happened. So, but that's a shame. Well, we can connect just, you know, in DM. And is your Discord name the same as what you have right now? I don't remember what happened. There's a lot of kids that are idiots on that server, and I just kind of avoid them. That's the trick, just to ignore people. I don't know where all the screws went, but I'm just going to put this one in to lock it in. Okay. So right now we have the 64 and 29. We have a very fast setup now. We've all matured a little bit. But I don't think you should mature all the way, because then, you know, you're not fun anymore. I think we should all have a little bit of kid in us. But I can totally see that. Like, I can see how somebody can get under your skin on that server. There is just a lot of kids on that server that don't know what they're talking about. And I'm not talking about you, Kazan, because if you're still there. I just noticed there's just some kids that will disagree with you no matter what you say. You can say the sky is blue and they'll disagree with you. And they're just there to troll people, and it gets annoying. Oh, you know what really bothers me on those servers? Some people, they're not necessarily even kids, just some people just want to destroy their cars. I don't know why, but all they want to do is drive it into water, you know, fling it against the wall, make crazy jumps, and they think that's hilarious. You know, they think that is what RC's about, just carnage. And I can't stand those kids. I cannot stand those people. And that's why I don't like Kevin Talbot. Because that seems like all he does is destroy RC cars. I like to destroy them so I can rebuild them. I'm talking about kids that just straight up, you know, they mod it without, you know, thinking about what it can do, what's going to happen to it. They wreck motors, run it into the water, things like that. I mean, it's just unnecessary. You know, maybe they didn't spend their own money or something. I have no idea, but, you know, it's... I don't know. I'm old school. Yeah, well, there's a lot of things I could be doing for views. Building the kits online is not one of them. But I enjoy it. I'd rather do something I enjoy. For sure, if I go out and only made like track videos or like you know, bashing videos, I would get more views for sure. But that's not what I want to do. I like the build process. I'm not a terribly good driver, and I don't have a lot of places to bash. So this is it. I like sitting in front of a table workbench here and using my hands. Alrighty. Okay, that's just for use right now. Where did I put the battery? Right here. Okay. I messed up the soldering right here. The soldering joint is so big on this side I couldn't get the snap thing all the way up. I'll have to redo it again. But like I said, I might go to the bullets, so I'd rather just go to the bullets instead. Nothing is rubbing, I hope. Whoa. Something is shaking. I don't know. Something feels loose. Or it's just very fast that it's, I'm not used to it. Anyway. XT60. No, not the XT60. They are just bullets. So it would just be pretty much bare wire with like this little copper. Let me see if I have one. With like a copper end like this, just a banana 4mm end like this, and you would just, you know, stick them in there. So that's the kind of racing battery that I like using. So I was saying that I can change the layout. So I would have to rewire these. So with this setup, I can change the weight bias as well if I wanted to. I can keep it in the center. I can, you know, rear, front, if I wanted to. And I would just put foam strips or whatever to kind of hold it back. And so, yeah, this is kind of what I want to do. I've seen several people do this. I didn't invent this, by the way. And the benefits, like I said, is weight savings. And you can also distribute the way you want it. So that's kind of what I want to do for this car. I wouldn't do it for other TT-02s, but I want to do it for this car. I guess if I use XT60. Oh, for sure. I mean, I think most of my other cars are XT60, but I've sold a lot of cars as well. I got into XT60 late. I started with the EC3 actually. And then I just pretty much used whatever it came with, whatever the car came with, or whatever the electronics came with. And then I got into XT60, and I think that's around because I started learning how to solder, and I think that's the reason why. I have an entire bag of these things, of every imaginable combination of male and female connectors. Just because I didn't know how to solder back then. I'm still not a very good solderer now, but at least I can manage. And I think half of soldering is the soldering iron. If you spend the money on a soldering iron, I think you're halfway there. The skill is kind of secondary to the iron. Okay, I'm trying to remember if these, yeah, these are these. I'm gonna switch these out. So these are ball studs, right? I think. These are not screwed on, right? Probably easier with these. Probably said 1,000 times, but I don't have the greatest hand strength. And these are completely neutral right now. I don't know what they're set at. Oh, the ball studs don't fit. Different size ball studs. So no, they're in the back. There we go. Hey, Matthias. Matthias. Good to see you. I think I asked in the poll if you guys watch my brushed motor video. Let's see. What's the vote at? 80% yes. That's awesome. Saw my okay, for sure. And the reason I ask is because I found something interesting, I think. And I don't know how this is going to work. This is shorter. And this is not going to fit in there. Huh. Okay, for right now, I'm just going to use one. It changes the geometry, but for right now, I'm just going to use... Oh, cow, we can't even do that. This damper stay is cramping my style here. Okay. I have to get some bigger ball studs to install these. I wonder if I can just... No, these are integrated. Another problem that I was not anticipating. Huh. So I think the easiest thing is to get longer ones of these. So I'll look for those if they have it. Let me see if the box came with any. Yeah, okay. So there's probably like, I probably need, I think, this is probably like 10 millimeters, so I probably need, I don't even know if they exist. So I need a much longer screw. Okay, no problem. I'll find it. Okay, so let's put this back for now, because I want to drive it this week. I want to bring a driving video this week, so I will try to find it. I will drive it like this. And I lost the ball stud. Hey, half the stream is just me looking for stuff. How's the this? That's right here. It's stuck to the spring here. No, it's not. Holler out if you see it, please. I don't think it fell on the ground. Not in here. Oh, brother. Is it on the tip? It is on the tip. Phew. Discontinued the Tamiya toolkit you have. They did not discontinue it. I didn't buy it too long ago, but they do sell out a lot. Is it on Amazon? A lot of Tamiya stuff sells out very quickly. I think they don't import that many. Or they just don't make that many. Yeah, I think I saw your comment, Mateus, on the video. So what I was saying is that that motor made the TT-02 go 10 miles per hour faster. It's ridiculous. It's a brushed motor. So this coming week, I will, for my weekly video, I'm going to test the next thing, which is, one is gear ratio, and I also want to test batteries. I want to try different batteries, just like, you know, the shorty that I have. I'll figure out how to do it. And then different lipos that I have compared to a nickel metal hydride, and see if I can get even a little bit more speed out of the same ESC motor combo. Then I can try to gear it a little bit lower, just like what I did right here. I can probably take the I can probably take this 68 and put it on the Subaru along with that pinion and see how it does, and see if I can, without spending too much money, make the TT-02 go even faster. Because that motor is ridiculous. How much more speed I got into a standard TT-02. I was shocked. I did that. I took that thing off and on like 3 times. Just to make sure I didn't like screw something up. Same thing with the Hack Moto. I was so disappointed, and I think, am I doing something wrong? And I had to take that thing apart. I took it off, remounted it, and I was just like, wow, still sucks. So kind of disappointed. Okay, so there you go. This is ready to go. I'm going to put this on the track very soon, but I want to put these on there. So let's take a look at a setup, shall we? Actually, now that that's off the table, let me give you a sneak peek of this box. Because it couldn't get here fast enough for me. So I don't know what you can see. You can see the wheels, you can see some of the blue bits. Oh, cool. Awesome. Yes, those are all affiliate links, so it does help the channel. I do make a little bit of commission from those links. It doesn't cost you anymore. They just pay me. It's very minimal. I don't make a lot of money from them. I don't make a lot of money from YouTube either, but I'm hoping it'll grow. It's grown from last year already. It's just, I'm hoping one day, maybe 10 years, I can do this for retirement. That'd be a lot of fun for me. And I can just build kits on YouTube for my retirement. Okay, let's look at setup. Let's see. So let's go to this, and let me show you this website right here. This is why am I only seeing this one? Okay. So this is the RC Racer website, and I have a link to this in the description. And so this is a standard this is a standard TT-02, I think. Yeah, this is a standard TT-02. I have not found one for this car yet, at least not in a PDF. So this page tells you some of your setup options, starting with the diff oil, and then your rear arm angles using these bushings. There's a lot of setting there in the rear. So usually I like to run a little bit toe in, so we'll figure that out. In terms of the skid angle, I really can't say anything about that just yet. I don't know. So here's the actual setup sheet for this car, and this isn't online yet. But it basically contains more or less the same information, at least not relevant to some of the these adjustments. But I think this will be fine for now. And I do know what my setup's going to be, so let me see. Let me take a quick look at this. So I already have one setup for what I'm going to use it for. This is another thing. So this is a I basically took that one and took the RC Racing one, see right here, and I put it in my Google Drive, and I use this, whatever this one is called, doc something, to make revisions for it. So let's do that right now. Okay. So track condition, I have no idea what it's going to be, so that's going to be a day of thing. Cool. Thank you. Humidity, air temp, I'm not going to know. So my name is RC's RC Car. Today's 4/22, but it's probably going to be different. It's probably going to be race day, whatever it is. Revelation Raceway, that's the only place I go. Track condition, I'm going to say it's going to be probably medium. Usually the track is medium grip. On race day, when he puts down the compound, it might be a little bit better, but normally at practice, it's pretty much medium. I built this with the standard 257 wheelbase. Ground clearance is standard. Tread is standard. I didn't use any of the wider hex nuts. Ground clearance, we'll find out. And so let me see. I can fill out some of these. Motor. Hobby wing. Just stock 17.5. Are you guys familiar with this? Have you guys done this before? This is kind of me geeking out on setup. Spur gear is 64.29. Battery is going to be the Reedy 3300. Milliamp hour 2S. And these fonts are way too big, and I can't change them. Okay. Body, I'm going to say secret, because we'll find out tomorrow. Wing, there's two setups. There's two positions for the wing, so I'll put that as secret for now. And I know the tires I'm going to use are not going to be these ones. So these these are printouts from the one that we saw in the gear chart and the other website, TQ website. And this is my old setup. This is the RR setup. And I'm going to use the same tires because I buy them at the track. So these are going to be Sweep, Evo, oh no, Sweep EXP, Evo R. The wheels are going to be just the Reedy. They're just going to be the Reedy ones, whatever they are mounted on. Offset. What did I fill out for offset? I don't think I did. Oh, wheels. Wheels offset is 0. Yeah, they're not offset wheels. They're not. Tire inserts. You know, I actually don't know. But we'll find out. And then best lap, I haven't wrote it yet. Let me take a look at the setup I have right now. I'm going to run it like this. Stock. Let's see. There's only one hole here. There's only one upright position hole in the SRX. So I'm going to say this is not applicable. Upright spacer. That looks like a, let me go back to a screen here so you can see what I'm talking about. You guys see the car again, right? So there's only one position right here. There is in the second hole. And then they want to know what the spacer here is. This blue spacer right here. That looks like 3 millimeters. So that's what I'm going to do. I have to switch. Do I have to switch back? Yep. I have to switch back. So this is 3. And toe angle, we'll find out tomorrow when I set it up. And then what else? Camber, everything else. Yep. So this we'll have to fill out when I get a chance. So damper type is going to be between now and tomorrow. I will do my darnest to install these, the QUTUS 55mm, and then pistons. It's adjustable, but I know I put in the 4 holes, and I know this is I think it's 300 CST or something like that. I don't know what the oil number is, but it's a different measurement. Spring, this is the front, right? The springs are all the same. They should be yellow. Or oh, these are all black. So all 4 of them are black. I don't know. I'll have to look up the chart. Inner spacer 0. Diff oil is stock. I think I know. Gear diff, ball diff. Gear diff. The front is a diff lock. Not. Why can't I? Oh, front drive is diff lock. I don't have a ball diff. Why is it keep? Okay, anyway. So rear is going to be gear diff. Let's see, whatever stock is. And drive shaft, these are all normal aluminum uprights. Rebounds 0. So this I'm going to link. When I'm done, I'm going to link the PDF version of this for my next race, and I'll also upload it to the TQ website as well. So yeah, that is that. Oops, sorry. You know what? We have some extra time. I can't do some of the things. Let me show you the setup kit. I won't have time to do all of the adjustments. So, but let me just show you the kit. So I bought this used. And I don't know how much this is new, but it's definitely more than what I paid. I think I paid $150 for everything you see here. There is a quick setup. I think it was right here that he took, that he did not sell me, but it's still a good deal. You should have one of these if you're going to race. So, I think this is the one we would use for 1/10. I think this other one right here is for so this one is for this one's for camber, I think. It's been a while. I haven't done this in like 2 years, so I'll have to kind of remember how to do this. But yeah, so we'll do this tomorrow. So basically you would lock them all into your car. Show you what that's going to look like. You start by testing the, measuring the droop with these two. There's 2 here, but there's no droop adjustment. So I don't know if that's going to be any help, any use. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to end the stream here, so I'm just going to do as much as I can, but I know I'm not going to have time to do the full setup. Is this the right side? Yep. No, this says, does it say? I need to take these off, by the way. Yeah. So this would make a great thumbnail for tomorrow's stream. Does anybody have a setup like this? One of these kits? You don't have to buy the Hoodie one. There is a, you can find the same thing from like Yeah Racing or Vintage, and they're like a couple $100 cheaper. So Hoodie is just a name. I mean, Jesus, everything Hoodie is so expensive. I think I have a screwdriver from Hoodie. It's like $20. I don't remember why I bought it, but. For 1/8 off-road. Awesome. That must cost you a pretty penny, but overpriced. Yes, it is. That must have cost you a lot of money. Guys, you're in the UK, right? I forgot. I can't remember everybody, but I think I know you're not. I don't think you're here. I don't think you're here in the United States. Am I right? Yes. Okay. You're in somewhere in Europe. So yeah, from here I would have to take these off, but I can check the toe angle. There's a few things I can check that I just can't remember how to do right now. But I'll figure it out between today and tomorrow. But this will make a good thumbnail. Okay. So, since I still have a lot of time, I'm going to open this with you guys today. I still have another half an hour or so before I have to go. So I don't want to give you guys a half stream. I enjoy spending the time with you guys. So let's open this up. So this is the $120 TT-02 clone that I got on eBay. I haven't linked it yet because I can't tell you if you should buy this or not, but we will find out. So it does come with 4 wheels already, and they are the same diameter, but it looks like it's a little bit wider. It's like if this is 24, this is like 25. So it's a little bit wider, and this rubber is terrible. There's no insert, obviously. Oh, there is a foam insert, but this is not glued, and this rubber feels really cheap compared to this. But these are street tires, these are slick, so I don't know. I mean, these are race tires. But yeah, these just feel cheap. It does come with wheel nuts. I mean, the hex nuts, and they are aluminum, so that's a bonus. Comes with the body posts, and these body posts are very stiff. Alright. Some screws. Okay, so here is the chassis itself. You get everything you see here for $117, $120. So let's take a look. Start from the front. You get an aluminum bumper mount, which isn't a big deal. And before we do anything else, I'm curious. Oops. Let's go with gram. These are ounces. Let's go with grams. So this chassis is 646 grams, 1 pound and 6.8 ounces. So I'll weigh the other one later on, and I think this is about the same. I don't know if there's any weight savings by going aluminum. We'll see. Okay. So you get the bumper mount. You do get aluminum dampers, which is already a plus here compared to a standard TT-02. Let me grab the standard. So if you buy the $100 TT-02, $150 TT-02, this is the one you would get. So everything here that's aluminum would hopefully replace what's here. And that's one of the things I want to do. I want to take everything off from here and see if I can put it onto a TT-02. And just make sure everything fits. Because then I can say if I would recommend this or not. So aluminum bumper mount. You got aluminum dampers. You have this aluminum dampers, front damper stay. You have the upper arms that are aluminum. These uprights are a different plastic. It doesn't feel that great. So you got adjustable links here. Well, they're not really adjustable. So you got 2 links here where these are solid links right here. That one. Let's see. This is also a solid link. This is adjustable. This one is not a turnbuckle, but I guess you can adjust that. Let's see. The dog bone. It's a dog bone, not a universal, but the dog bone and the axle in here is aluminum. So the drive cup, the dog bone, and the axle are both aluminum. The lower arms are aluminum. That's good. And it looks exactly like a TT-02. I mean, this molding isn't as good. You can just tell it's a little bit fuzzy, but I think the shape and size is exactly the same. You got rear lower arms are aluminum as well. The suspension mount is aluminum. Actually, front and rear, I didn't notice that. So front and rear are aluminum. Okay, oh look. Motor mount. Servo mount, the steering assembly. It looks okay. You have the drive shaft here, the propeller shaft The two propeller cups aluminum, and this cover is aluminum. This is nice. Yeah, so pretty much everything that is important in the drive shaft, in the drivetrain, and steering are aluminum. And yeah, so this is actually, if everything fits, I think this is a pretty good deal for $120. Looks really nice. Yeah. Do you think I should put electronics in this tomorrow and then maybe take it out during the week? That's what I can do. What is of more value to you guys, taking this apart and putting them on a TT-02, or just putting electronics on this and see if it's any good? Let me know. I'm flexible. I don't even have to buy electronics. I have plenty of electronics. I have many, many motors. I might as well put this motor in here, you know, because what's gonna happen here? Nothing. It's if I destroy this, nothing's gonna happen. So I think I'm gonna put this motor in there. And EOC wise, I don't have any more 1060 clones. That's a shame. I don't have any more 1060 clones. I have a 1060 new in box, but I don't want to put that in here. Let's see. Do I have any more? I think this is cheap enough, and it's matching. So I think I'll put this one in here. This is the Rain. I tested this. Actually, this one is pretty decent. I don't know how reliable it is, but in terms of speed, I remember this one did okay. It did pretty well. It's one of the faster ones. So I think I'm going to put that in there. Just almost as a meme, just because, you know, I'm just going to go all knockoff on this car and see how it does. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I need a knockoff body or something. I need another body. Well, I think I have... I have plenty of bodies. I don't need to buy any more. They're not paying it, but I have plenty of bodies. I just want to see how good this is. Go for the 13 turn. Yeah, let's go for it. Against the real TTO would be cool, then disassemble. Oh, you're right. That's a good idea. I'll put electronics in and see how it runs. Yeah. Now that I've seen it in person, because I was worried the pictures were kind of, you know, picking up the nicest one they have, but this looks just like the pictures. The milling is, it looks pretty decent. I mean, the dampers have adjustments. You can have different setups, and this one has the other hole. My only concern is this hub carrier is this upright right here. The plastic looks kind of cheap, and these, but I'll just drive it out of the box and see what happens. I'll just drive it out of the box, and I have a feeling there's no oil in these dampers. Let me just take one off and see. That I have to do. Can't just have dry dampers. If you have arthritis or whatever hand problems, you'll get yourself, go to Lowe's or Home Depot and get yourself a set of pry bars and picks. They all come in handy. I'm like 90% sure these are dry. There's no reason to put oil in here, but I'll build them today. Yep, bone dry. So I'll fill these out today. Pretty cool, man. I mean, These aren't that bad. I mean, these are the same as the ones that I got. So I've been stocking up on TT-02 aftermarket parts because I want to put together a set of hop-ups that are very affordable. And these, I think these were like $9 or $10. And these are better. These are big bore. These are bigger than these ones. I don't know about quality, but these are big. That's pretty neat. Now this is crooked. I don't know if you can see that, but this looks crooked. I mean, there's obviously some defects, but... And this spring is super stiff. That's a really stiff spring. Yeah, let's see what happens just right out of the box. And I like your thinking, Mateus. Just go straight for the 13 turn and see what happens. I forgot that this motor was 13 turn. I don't think I've ever put a 13 turn motor on a TT-02. Okay, there we go. It's time for struggling. Oh, Jesus. I just can't do this. Okay. I was just at the wrong angle. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Tomorrow we're going to put that in there. We're going to put this in there. I will find another receiver, and I'll get the cheapest battery that I have and see what happens. Yeah. So I think that's all I have. Is there anything else you guys want to see today? I just don't have enough time to do any of the other stuff, and I can't get the dampers on there. That's a shame. So if you guys want to chat about anything else, I'll be happy to stay on with you guys. Otherwise, you know, let's see. Let me take a look at this real quick. Where's the mouse? Let me take a look at this right here. So this is that TQ website, and there aren't that many setups here for TT-02s. There's a TT-01 right here for speed runs. Let's see what his setup was. I wonder where he took it. Speed run. Airport runway. That's pretty cool. Tamiya radio. Let's see what his 36. Wow, he put some nice electronics. He put an XR8. He put some really big electronics in here. Futaba. Let's see, 2S. I'm surprised he went 2S. High voltage, 800 milliamp hour, 100 Cs. That's Firebird TA. Interesting. So let's see spur and pinion. He had a 55 tooth spur and a 33 tooth pinion. Well, that's 1 point lower than my gear ratio right now. And rollout. He has ball diff. I hate ball diffs. And one way in front. Where do you even buy a ball diff for the TT-02? Let's see. 3-hole V pistons. Medium in front. 300. 5 in the front. 5.5, which is pretty standard. Camber. No toe in the rear. let's see, 26. So he went with the, so he had a wider stance. He has the 31 in the back and 26. Yeah, so this is definitely a different kind of setup. That's cool. Let's see, what else? So this gentleman's Type S is probably as close as I'm going to get to. So so you had front and rear. I usually like the front a little bit lower. Camber -2. Wait, negative camber is... Hold on. So I think somebody is typing this wrong because nobody runs with the wheel in that orientation. This way. Help me out here, chat. If the wheels are this way, looking at it from the front, it's negative camber, right? So this is negative camber. If it's running this way, it's positive camber. So I think the other gentleman typed it in wrong. Toe 1.5. See, he runs a little bit of toe ins. I'd like to run a little bit of toe. I don't know about 1.5, but I'd like to run a little bit. Because if you're on the track, I think having a little toe in the rear will help you. Droop 1.5. How in the world did he get droop? Did he get a droop measurement? Let me see if hold on. This is 0. This is 7. This, wow. I don't know how he measured or even adjusted the droop. So yeah, SRX 36 pre-mount. Let's see. Let's go back to this. Let's see, and he has 6429. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be running. TQ AMain winner. Wow, TQ and AMain, but I wonder what class he was running. Despite some minor pushing coming out of the last corner, it's going to be the setup in the TCS on the 23rd. Yep, this car is outpacing half the field in GT3. So he was running in the GT3 class, and he was still using this setup. Beating everybody. It's a torque tune motor he was using, not even brushless. Dynamite ESC and Spectrum. So this guy, either he was racing against some really bad drivers or he's a really good driver. Wow. Okay. Good for him. I don't think there were any more TT-02 setups. Let's see. Let's take a look at the TT-01. I do have... Oh, no, this we saw this one. That's a speed run. He used a TT-01 for a speed run. What body did he use? Firebird. Okay. The only TT-01 I had was the Euro truck. DC-10 2014... I had the Secura. I have several 3 racing cars. XI Sport is the one I have, actually. Hot body. No, that's it. No more TT-02s. So if you guys do go racing and you have a setup, put it in here at the TQ website. I have it linked in the description. Cool, guys. Yeah, actually, you know what? Another thing I'm going to do. So speaking of that video, oops, and I should have done this before. I put this on, put that motor onto the SRX. I should have put the 17.5 in here and just see how fast it is compared to all the brush motors, because I suspect the that Goal RC 13 turn is competitive. I won't say it's as fast as the 17.5, but I would say it's competitive against it. And I haven't geared it down yet. I haven't geared this car down yet. I think I can make the 13 turn go even faster if I play with this setup right here. Actually, hold on. I think I can make this car faster. Put into Ghoul RC. I can make this car mess with the pinion and spur and make this car go even faster than the 17.5. But we'll see. That's another challenge I can do. I plan on putting up quite a few hop-ups into this car. I already have the dampers in there. I already have the steering. Let's see. And these are all like eBay hop-ups. I have the propeller shaft. I have the steering. This is aluminum one, but I think I'm going to stay with that one. I have the dampers. No, those are the dampers I'm going to use. I have the... these are cheap universals. These are $10. I want to see this. I have a... high-speed gear set right here. And I might switch to 48 pitch pinion and 48 pitch spur. This is 48 pitch 64. And I have an entire box of 48 pitch pinions. So I think I'm going to do that. Or I can find I couldn't find another one of the Tamiya 64 turns. They're just not sold anywhere lately. Same with the motor mount. I couldn't find them. So I might have to switch to 48 pitch. We'll see. So these are the hop-ups that are going to go into this. And I want to run this. I think this is going to be somewhat competitive with the XVO2. Another thing I got, I don't know if you guys follow me on the if you check out the community post, I've been working on converting the TT-02B, the buggy, into a short course truck, and I've already made it so that the front and rear damper stays are the same height. So I got this. I only had an extra pair of like really long, like 80 mil. These are 90. I had a set of 80 millimeter dampers that didn't fit. It kind of looked awkward. And the correct ones are 70, 68. So these are it right here. So I'm going to put these on the car today, hopefully, if I have time. And I'll post a picture, and then we can talk about this as well, because that's going to be an interesting project. I have a kit here that I'm going to get the body and tires from. It's the TT-02 Nissan Titan, because I can't find another short course truck body that will fit the TT-02. It's 256, 260. I found one, but I would have to buy an entire car to get it, or pay like $50 for a body coming in from China. So I didn't want to do either one of those. So I think I'm just going to get the loaner from the TT-02 and then figure out what to do with the TT-02. I want to make the first TT-02 short course truck if I can. Maybe somebody has done it already, but I want to make mine. I'm converting from a TT-02 B. Speaking of the TT-02B, I did order the TT-02BR, and I understand it's coming very soon. And so I think that's the one I'm going to convert to a short course, and put everything back on the TT-02B, the plasma fighter. I know you guys are all Tamiya fans, but I do have other kit builds that I can do and I am interested in. There is a 3 Racing Sarah Sport coming in May. Is that something you guys would be interested in at all? It's an on-road kit. It's a race car. That is really kind of a budget-friendly race car if you're interested in something like that. I always wonder if I should just start another channel. Just either put all of the other cars, non-Tamiya cars, into that channel, or make another channel only for Tamiya. I can't figure out what I should do. There's a lot of stuff that I need to do for the next few years to kind of establish what I'm trying to do. And lately I've really narrowed it down to the TT-02, and I'm having a great time. Mix of different brands. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's just I have some very, very dedicated Tamiya fans. I think quite a few channels do. Do all your kits on this channel. Oh, cool. All right. So if that's something you guys would be interested, as soon as it comes in, I can build that on stream as well. I don't know if you're familiar with 3 Racing. There's a few kits on my channel already. They're very budget friendly. They're going to be about the same price as a TT-02. They're like $120, $130, but you're getting a belt-driven 4-wheel drive that has all of the adjustments of a $600 race car. The fit and finish is obviously not as good, and technology is not as good, but they're solid race cars. So I think that'll be an interesting thing, especially everyone here on the stream right now seems to be interested in on-road. So I think that would be a cool kit, and I'll put it on there. If you want to see some of the 3 Racing kits, 3 mini kits that are the same as Tamiya minis. I built one already. The M4. Oh, mini? You talking about the mini, or you talking about the M class? Because I built one just now. Not just like late last year. The M4 Pro. It's the one. I have the Honda Civic looking body on it with the Marlboro livery. You can see it on my channel. Pretty prominent. Probably like just scroll down, maybe page 2 or page 3. You'll probably see it there. So that was a pretty cool kit to build. I have the S64 that I probably should build that first. And then, I have the Sarah Sport coming. The Sarah, it's called Sarah's is a $300 kit, but they're making a sport version that's only going to be in the hundreds. So that would be cool if I can build that on stream as well and share that with you guys. I have some Tamiya fanatics, and anytime I post anything not Tamiya, they pretty much boo. But I know I have some other people that are just interested in RC in general, and I appreciate you guys. I think it's always good to compare. I see other Tamiya channels, and it's great, man. But there is definitely a fan base out there. But I get bored sometimes. Express, Express is another one of those brands that I want to get my hands on, and there's somebody here that sells it. I forgot who it was, RC World or another website that sells them, and I had negotiated with him to get an affiliate link from him, but they didn't have an affiliate program. He said, I'll just sell it to you for a discount. And then I kind of changed my mind. I said, I don't want to receive any discounts. I don't want to get the kit for free or anything like that, because then it might skew my judgment. It might skew my credibility. So I kind of changed my mind. He offered, so I didn't want to not take him up on it. So I kind of just, I didn't want to buy it at full price still. So I have to maybe do something else because I don't want him to know it's me anymore. I don't want him to know it's mine. I'm building it and possibly talking trash about it. I really just wanted the affiliate program. If I like it, I would tell you to buy it. But other than that, I really don't want to get free stuff. Traxxas guy, but I'm trying to branch out. There's a lot out there. Like Traxxas is not the only brand, even though it's completely possible to just stay in the Traxxas ecosystem, and you would be quite fine in that ecosystem. There's still a lot out there that are better, cheaper, and yeah, so I welcome to the world of RC. Like, I also started pretty much around with the Slash. Slash was probably one of my first like serious RC cars. I think if we go back like 40 years, my first RC car was a Grasshopper. But in recent years, I started with the Dromeda, the 18 scale short course. And then I got two ECX cars, which I really like ECX. I think I had a Circuit and the Amp Monster Truck. And then I bought the Slash, and the Slash was kind of like my first kind of serious RC car that I really kind of got into. And I put a lot of money in that Slash, and it wasn't very good. And then I learned the Slash is a money pit. You're not going to beat anything out there that's like a Techno or, you know, anything that's purpose built for racing. Yeah, you like building kits, then yeah, terrific. Then for sure. Torment, 4x4. I only had a 2x4, 2x2, whatever, 2-wheel drive. My first Slash, and I was sold on Traxxas overall. There's nothing wrong. I always say if I can only keep one RC car, it would probably be the Slash, because that thing is indestructible almost. There's parts everywhere. They have good customer service, and you can convert the heck out of that thing. You can turn it into a monster truck. You can lower it and have it, you know, a better short course truck. You can even slam it all the way and have it, you know, as a drag car. I mean, it's so versatile. That's why I like the Slash. And like I said, you can just stay in the Traxxas ecosystem as long as you want. There's plenty of stuff for you to do just with the Slash. You can change out the arms. You can change out, you know, there's so many things you can do. I mean, people do crazy things with Slash, and it's great. It's just, there's just more out there, like you said. Sergio, yeah, I know RC Mart sells it. There's an American company, there's an American website that sells them. And I think they're here in Southern California. They're like Burbank or something. I forgot which one it was. I'll find it. And yeah, I know, because I know about Express because I saw them at my local racetrack, and they look really nice. They look like they're high quality as well, and I wanted to try them. I think they're also out of Hong Kong, just like 3 Racing. It'll be interesting. So I look forward to building that as well. Maybe sometime next year. I just have a lot on my plate in terms of Tamiya already in the pipeline. I'm going to build the TT-02 PR as soon as it gets here. If I open that TT-02 Titan, I might as well build it. But there's just so many things that I want to do. I don't have enough time. I don't do this full time yet, unfortunately. I still have to work, so I can't, you know. That's why it took me so long to make that video for the motor, and then not having enough time to paint the body. That's why. I had other things to do. I can't do it full time. I would love to do this full time though. That'll be my dream. That'll be my retirement plan, hopefully. Social Security and YouTube, plus YouTube income, plus maybe a little Amazon affiliate income, and I'll be good. And I'll just just use the money, whatever I get, to buy new kits, and then just keep going until my hands shake so bad that I can't build kits anymore. Then I guess I'll retire. And my videos will live on. That's what I like about YouTube. So, again, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me for 2 hours today. I do have a hard stop right here at 11. I have to get ready to go out to lunch. I'm thinking maybe I should just start earlier. Start at 8 o'clock next time. But tomorrow, let's put together the clone. Let's put some electronics on there and see if fit and finish is. We'll look at it really in detail. We'll do the setup on the TT-02 SRX for sure. I will try to remember how to use this and how to do the toe and everything, and we'll put a setup on it according to what we saw. And I think I'm gonna have a good race car in my hand, and then we'll have the clone to compare it to. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. So, hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I will be here first thing tomorrow morning, and I'll update the show notes to see what we did today and what we're going to do tomorrow. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific time, back here on my channel. You guys have a good day. Go to a hobby shop. See ya.